So I want to start this video off by saying this is a lot of products. I also want to say that before you ever go to supplementation, before you decide to supplement anything into your diet, make sure your diet's right for what your goal is. Now, what I've noticed is a lot of people along the way here have they've they've offered me advice on weight loss, but one of the things that you have to realize is that everybody, if you're doing it for a sport or a goal, everybody's gonna have to go about it a different way. Like I I eat a lot, and I eat a lot of good foods, and I supplement, but this is based off of what I do, like what I'm doing it for, the needs that I have. So with that said, we're gonna go over this supplement stack from just 6 star because 6 star is my go-to, and they're affordable. So this is a creatine. This is also a BCA mix. I don't take this a whole lot because I drink BCAAs throughout the day, and I don't know why, but this thing has 35 servings of BCAAs and creatine. It's got 90 calories per serving. That would be, I probably drink about 5 or 6 BCAA drinks a day. And I add creatine to them. So for me, it doesn't make sense unless if I'm going somewhere and I need to bring some BCAAs and some creatine with me. I'll just bring this. But this has creatine monohydrate and creatine hydrochloride. It's also got taurine, leucine, isoleucine, and valine in a proprietary blend. So it says 2,500 milligrams in a proprietary blend. I don't know how they put that out to have more taurine than leucine, but then isoleucine and valine. So ideally, I could tell you it's low dosed because you want at least for BCAAs. First off, taurine isn't a BCAA, so if that's at the end of the BCAA mix, that's weird. Taurine's in a BCAA. Then it says leucine, isoleucine, and valine. You want a 2-to-1-to-1 ratio. So 4 grams of that, 4 gram, it should be above 4 grams because at least 4 grams of that, it should be leucine, isoleucine, and valine. 2-to-1-to-1. So 2 grams of leucine, 1 gram of isoleucine, and 1 gram of valine. Then it's got the creatine synthesis amino matrix 100. So it's got glycine, arginine, and methionine. So you're going to get some pumps off of it. So potassium, it's got 5 grams of sugar. Oh, that's okay. And 19 carbs. That's where it's coming from, okay? Which makes sense because creatine does need carbs. I don't typically have 5 grams and 19 carbs in one sitting. But hey, 6 stars is also made by Muscletech. The other creatine that I use is 100% creatine. It's not Create Pure, so for you snobs out there, it's got 80 servings, 5 grams of creatine monohydrate. Now, I respond well to monohydrate, so I don't really need to worry about the other ones. I respond well to monohydrate, so I just take this. Let's go into the aminos. For the aminos, I have the workout Intramax from 6 star. It's a fruit punch. It's a really weak flavored fruit punch, just like the fat burner that I'm gonna show you in a minute. Really weak flavored, but it's good enough to where, like, if you have a sweet tooth, it'll satiate it. Um, the 6-star, or let's go over the other amino that I have. muscletech's Pro Series Amino BCAAs. This is an energy formula, and this one will get you. It's got 100 milligrams of caffeine and 25 milligrams of green tea extract, standardized to 25% EGCG and 12% caffeine. So, EGCG is epigallocin catechate 3. It's really good. They use that. EGCG is a fat burner, so technically this is a fat burner too, but here they're more or less using it for the caffeine, so it's going to be more for the energy source. Now, what I like about muscletech is they do a 3-to-1-to-1 ratio, so 3 grams of leucine, 1 gram of isoleucine, and 1 gram of valine. They do a 3-to-1-to-1 ratio, so I like that. I'd rather be overdosed than underdosed. I also have from the Essential Series muscletech's Amino Energy in the tropical mango flavor. As you guys can tell, I drink aminos a lot. I've got 2 more containers of it over here too. Oh wait, do I? No, just 1 more, I think. Nope, that's over there. It's a different company actually. So we're done with the muscletech amino. Oh, the label just came off. That's okay. It just go like this. That's why I don't like these kind of labels. Anyway, so I think this one follows 3-to-1-to-1 too. Yep, 3-to-1-to-1, which is muscletech does. They're known for that. This is an energy one also. It's got 100, same as before. 100 milligrams of caffeine, standard, and green tea extract, standardized 25% epigallocin catechate 3 and 12% caffeine. This has electrolytes in it. So it's got sodium chloride, coconut water, watermelon juice, and dipotassium phosphate. I think this one does too. Yep. Same exact electrolytes, actually. muscletech's pretty standard with what they do. They don't really stray too far off of their normal things. They're really good. So we're going to move into the fat burners. Now, I do have 1 more fat burner technically from muscletech that's on the way. And I won't really. We'll just say that I have it from another product, but I trust muscletech enough to know that if I'm using a product from them, it's gonna be top quality. It's gonna be good. I use the Hydroxycut SX7, which essentially in here it's the caffeine, the sage leaf, raspberry ketones, the yohimbine. Yohimbine is a good product. If you see a fat burner or any kind of metabolism booster, you want it to have yohimbine. And it's a clinical dose of it. It's 8.5 milligrams of yohimbine standardized to, or yohimbi bark standardized to 6% yohimbine, which is what you want to see. Now, I think yohimbine's a stimulant, so it's not in one of these formulas. And I also have the Hydroxycut Hardcore. The other thing I have on the way is Garcinia, which is a non-stimulant. I also have some CLA from them, which is a conjugated linoleic acid. Those are both fat burners too, but they're more natural. The Hydroxycut Hardcore, it's got the yohimbine too, but it's also got the some amino acids in here, and green coffee bean extract, which is also good. I think this one has that too. Nope. Okay. So here is the one I take at nighttime. This is the Hydroxycut Hardcore Next Gen Non-Stimulant. So this just has Amelia extract, and it's got black ginger, Robusta coffee blend for chlorogenic acids, black currant. Doesn't have yohimbine in here because yohimbine is a stimulant. And that's it. That's it for the, well, no, and for the fat burners, this one I like. This one I don't take much anymore because I have the double tap now. But this one, it's got a hefty dose of caffeine in here, 270 milligrams. It's got L-theanine and it's got the yohimbine. But what I like about it is it's got yohimbine and it's got L-carnitine, L-tartrate. Now, the difference between the L-carnitine in here and the L-carnitine in double tap is the L-carnitine in double tap is acetyl L-carnitine, which crosses the blood-brain barrier. L-carnitine, L-tartrate does not. Acetyl L-carnitine does, and it makes it more effective for weight loss. Essentially, what that does is what L-carnitine does is it takes the body fat that you have and puts it into the muscles. And that would be the primary source of energy that you use during your workouts, is fats, stored body fats. When you take that in conjunction with the Garcinia and CLA, which are things that kind of help the way your body processes fats, and they're also appetite suppressants, that helps a lot. So you have the fat burners. Now, I have other kinds of these products from muscletech. Muscletech is my go-to. I also failed to mention that I've got creatine X3. So you're thinking, X3, why would you have the BCAAs and the pill version of it? Well, the pill version doesn't have BCAAs, but the BCAA version doesn't have, it's got a different blend of creatine. So on the days where, suppose I'm just deciding, hey, I want to get every kind of creatine I can. So this has creatine monohydrate and creatine hydrochloride. This has creatine monohydrate, creatine phosphorus, and creatine pyruvate. Pyruvate actually is a newer form of creatine, and people like it, and it's said to be really effective. I don't take the pills much. I'd rather just put the powder into my drink and drink. So here now we have testosterone booster. Now, I know you guys are laughing like, man, babe has to take a penis pill, but that's not what this is. Okay. So what this does for you is it kind of helps naturally produce more testosterone, which will affect you in the gym because testosterone helps boost muscle mass. Now, there are side effects to this, okay? And they're the side effects that you're thinking of when you naturally produce more testosterone. Skittle. When you naturally produce more testosterone, you're gonna wake up with morning woods and shit. It happens. It does. This is a NO Fury pre-workout. So this is just a pump. This is just a pump formula. This is a non-stimulating pre-workout. So you don't, or non-stimulant. I can't just go from talking about testosterone boosters to non-stimulating. Can't do it. Anyway, L-arginine, alpha coagulurate, I can never pronounce that. L-arginine hydrochloride, and citrulline. I got arginine up there. Okay. I don't take that one when I take this one. I also take 3 grams of that one. And this right here, the nitric oxide matrix, it's a prop blend, proprietary, so I don't actually know how much of it's in here. But it's the top ingredient, so it has to have the most of it. But considering there's only 3 grams in this matrix, It's probably not nearly as much as the 3 grams that I'm taking just now. And if I could tell you, it's not. And then we have citrulline. I actually really like citrulline. Citrulline is found in a couple other products that I take. I do like citrulline, so we'll give you that, which is a precursor to arginine anyway. So, with the pre-workout explosion in the icy rocket flavor, I know you all recognize that. As a kid, you had these ice pops. This has creatine monohydrate in it, L-arginine, alpha-ketoglutarate or whatever, citrulline, citrulline malate, L-arginine hydrochloride, and taurine, caffeine anhydrous, which is a slower form of caffeine, choline bitartrate, and L-tyrosine. It's got niacin, vitamin C. So it's all pretty good stuff here. This one is the pre-workout explosion ripped. This has L-arginine, alpha-ketoglutarate, again, whatever the hell that word is. Taurine, citrulline, citrulline malate, and L-arginine hydrochloride, caffeine anhydrous, choline bitartrate, L-tyrosine, L-carnitine, L-tartrate. Again, L-carnitine, L-tartrate. I would rather have acetyl L-carnitine. L-carnitine, L-tartrate does not cross the blood-brain barrier. Green coffee extract, 200 milligrams, 45% chlorogenic acid. I like that. Pretty solid. These are beginner pre-workouts because I don't really like the heavy ones. I'm not a big fan of the heavy pre-workouts. I don't like them, okay? I like I got some C4 up there. I prefer something that is not that heavy. Kind of gives me a little bit of a boost. Not a real big fan of the beta-alanine burn. So here we go. The star of the show here for the product, for the 6-star. Yes, I do use a product marketed towards women. Whey protein for her. Reason being is because this one, it's a whey protein concentrate, whey protein isolate, and then whey protein isolate, maltodextrin, whatever. Okay, so let's get to the interesting part. Spinach powder, broccoli powder, blueberry powder, salt, flaxseed meal, soy lecithin. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm not interested in the soy. But then it's got acesulfame, potassium, and sucralose in it. But it's got some fruits and veggies in here. I like that. So I take this from time to time. As a matter of fact, I'll probably have this one tomorrow morning. Start my day off with, 55 calories, 7 of them being from fat, and get myself 8 grams of protein. Because I'm going to take it, the morning. So, here we go. I'll go ahead and actually put that one up here, because this is what I'm going to take in the morning. The vanilla cream, it's a whey isolate, 60 grams of protein. These per 2 scoops, though, so 30. So this is an isolate, but it's actually got peptide, or isolate first, then peptides. Whey peptides, whey protein isolate, and then it's got some whey protein concentrate in here too. Isolate's really where you want to be at, though. It's got BCAAs, 30 grams of protein. These are all about $20, these containers right here. It's got the strawberry smoothie. It's gonna have the same things. If this is any of the ones that say plus are gonna have, essentially they're gonna be plus creatine monohydrate, but 2.5 grams per 2 scoops, or per 1 scoop, sorry. So, and this has BCAAs in it. This one markets that it has the BCA. Well, it has to have them because it's a protein. Proteins have BCAAs. This is my favorite protein from them. It's not an isolate. This is a concentrate. And it's got creatine monohydrate in here too. So now you see why I don't have that big one. That big one all with 8 grams of creatine and bring it with me. Because I already add creatine to my morning shakes. And some of my morning shakes already have creatine in them. When I first thing I do in the morning, make a shake to break your fast. I make a shake, but I only do half the serving. So if it's 1 scoop, I'll do half a scoop. And I add creatine to it, and I get my day started. Now, this one is a whey isolate version of that, but it's got the prohydrolysis, which is just kind of helps you get more protein quicker. This is 26 grams of protein. It's the same thing as that last one, but it's got protease and bromelain in here, which are digestive enzymes, and it's got a little bit less protein, but it's an isolate. Like, it's an actual isolate. It's not an isolate mixed with a concentrate, mixed with peptides. This is an isolate. Isolates are actually the way you want to go. You really want to get an isolate, but I like both. And this one is actually one of my favorites. I don't like chocolate, but this one's actually pretty good. It's a whey protein, or it's a casein protein. It's got almost no BCAAs and 24 grams of carbs. This is when you take it at night. Because this is a casein. It's not going to be post-workout that you take this. Because casein proteins they don't absorb as well. So it's got milk protein isolate, it's got micellar casein and whey, then it's got micellar casein. So it's just casein broken down. I still got a pretty couple, healthy servings of this one. Probably got 5 or 10 servings of this one left. I will be reordering this one. I don't have it all the time because I like it, and it's one of my favorites, and I don't want to run out of it. So, but that's my muscletech stack. Muscletech sticks are the same companies. That's kind of who I roll with. It's just what I like. They're cheap, but they're not cheap products. They're just price cheap. They're good though. Later.